let's talk about reporting QCDs. QCD stands for Qualified Charitable Distribution. If you've done a QCD, you know what it is, but it's when funds go directly from your qualified account, IRA account, to a charity, church, hospital, any 501c3 charitable organization of your choice. Right? There's reporting that was done when we sent the request for the QCD. Now, what gets very confusing for many people is the fact that you still get a 1099 from the custodian, the person that holds those IRA dollars, the company, I should say, not the person, but you'll get it from the custodian of those qualified funds showing a distribution. You report the QCD, it's a 1099-R. That 1099-R on your tax return on your 1040, there will be a distribution where you put the 1099-R, and there will be a taxable amount. If it was a QCD, it is non-taxable. You do not need to add any taxable amount on that line. Now, I'm going to give you my big caveat and my disclaimer here, which is don't forget to talk to your accountant. All right. We've watched clients do these for years. We've watched the QCDs be very beneficial. If you have an accountant to talk to about it, great. But I'm just telling you what we've seen from our personal experience from clients who come in with a 1099-R, let's say for $5,000, when that was supposed to go to the charity via QCD, and it did. Sometimes the check goes directly to the charity. Sometimes it goes to you first, made out to the charity. But all of a sudden you get a 1099 and you start to panic thinking I've got to pay taxes for it. There is currently no line on the tax code to report a QCD as a separate IRA or retirement account withdrawal. And so we do that on the form where it says retirement income on your 1040 or your retirement IRA distribution. So what you'll do is you'll report the full distribution from the 1099-R, but any portion of that went to the charity via a QCD would not be reported on the taxable line. So as an example, if you had $5,000 that was QCD directly to your church, when you get your 1099-R, it will say $5,000 as a 1099-R from the custodian. You report that $5,000 as a distribution. Then next to that, there will be a taxable amount where you wouldn't put anything. It would just say zero, or you would put something, it would just say zero. The taxable amount is zero because it went to the charity. Now, let's say you did $5,000 of an IRA RMD that just came straight to you, that wasn't part of a QCD. And then you had another $5,000 that was a QCD. So your total is $10,000 of a IRA 1099-R distribution on your 1040. The $5,000 that came to you normally, you would report as taxable, right on that line, and the $5,000 that was not because it went to a QCD would be non-taxable. So that is a very simple math. Now, if you're confused, no problem, call us and we'll walk you through it. But what I wanted to do this video for was first to say, don't panic. There's no reason to panic. You get 1099s, those 1099-Rs, even when you do a QCD. I don't want you to get nervous that you didn't do it right or something happened wrong with that QCD. Happens every time with a QCD. You get a 1099-R, that's what the custodians are required to send. It's your job and your accountant's job to report it appropriately on your tax return, or on your 1040, not on your tax return. So if you're doing it yourself through TurboTax or another software, great, just use some of the information, but don't hesitate to look it up on your own. Look it up on the internet. You can see what other people are doing. This is what we see people doing. It's the common practice. It's the right way to do it. But as always, I got to remind you, I'm not your CPA. All right, I'm a retirement professional. There's never bad to talk to an accountant about any of these things. So that's QCDs in a nutshell from a tax reporting standpoint. Call us if you have more questions. Most importantly, spend your money. Spend your retirement dollars. Go use it on something fun, including donating it to charity, but do something fun with it as well. Look forward to seeing you in our office for our next annual review. Have a great day.